Welcome to NSCN's online education module on updating authorized prescriber employer contact information. In this module, we will provide a brief overview and the process that led to the approved bylaws that enable NSCN to publish employer contact information, discuss briefly the approved bylaw, and what this means for you as an authorized prescriber. We will then go over the steps of how to update your employer contact information to ensure the information you choose to be posted is the information that is available on Search for a Nurse on the website. As nurse practitioners and registered nurse prescribers, you order screening and diagnostic tests and consult with or refer clients to other healthcare professionals. Healthcare facilities, including those outside of Nova Scotia and other healthcare providers in the client circle of care, need to communicate and share results with you in a timely and seamless manner. The inability to access contact information of the prescriber on the NSCN's website may result in delays in client care and treatment. We know this as we receive calls from healthcare professionals wanting to reach the prescriber on a fairly frequent basis. As a public safety measure and NSCN's role in supporting the health system through the regulation of nurses in our province, the inclusion of the employer's contact information under Search for a Nurse provides the public, healthcare facilities, and/or other professionals with the contact information they need to communicate with the authorized prescriber. To address the need for healthcare facilities and/or other professionals to access employer contact information, NSCN proposed bylaws that would enable us to post this information on the website and engaged in a consultation process. As part of the consultation process, NSCN held a live webinar on October 17, 2024, where authorized prescribers had the opportunity to ask questions and provide feedback on the proposed bylaw. There was also an online survey and consultation that all authorized prescribers were invited to participate in to share feedback. There was also a public website consultation on the proposed bylaws. The consultation feedback was carefully reviewed by NSCN staff. A summary of the consultation is posted on our website and available should you wish to review. Based on the review, the following changes were made to the proposed bylaw. Fax number and email address were added to employment or practice-related contact information, addressing the concerns of the potential additional workload for administrative support if only a phone number was published. In addition, nurse practitioners and registered nurse prescribers will have the ability to choose which type of employer or practice-related contact information will be publicly available on the Search for a Nurse. We will review how to make this choice in the module. The proposed bylaws were approved by the Board on February 20th to come into effect on June 2, 2025. Therefore, effective June 2, 2025, the publication of employer contact information will be a requirement under NSCN bylaws and will enable us to list your employer-related information, such as telephone number, fax, or email, via Search for a Nurse, and require you to update your current employer contact information within 30 days of a change. What this means for you is, in accordance with the bylaws, your employer contact information will be available on Search for a Nurse effective June 2nd, and you are required to review and update your profile by June 1st, 2025. In the next few slides, we will go over how and where to update your employer contact information. We have developed a quick reference guide which will provide instructions on updating your profile. You may access the guide on our website, on our Practice Support Tools page, under the Updating Authorized Prescriber Employer Contact Information topic, or by searching Employer Contact Information in the search box of our website. To update your employer contact information, you will need to log into your NSCN registrant portal. This is the same portal you are familiar with using annually to renew your license. Log into your portal using the same username and password. If you have forgotten your password, you can change your password through the registrant portal and follow the instructions to reset it. If you have forgotten your username, please reach out to registration@nscn.ca for support. Once you log into your account, click on the My Profile tab found on the left-hand side. It is highlighted in yellow for your reference in this module. Once you are in your profile, click on the Edit Profile icon found on the top, again represented in yellow for the module. Once you click the Edit icon, then scroll down to the present nursing employment status. You are required to ensure all the red asterisk fields are complete. If you have multiple employers since you last renewed your license, you can add them in by clicking the Add button and completing the required fields. In the Present Employment Status section, you will note the field which states Display on Public Directory. The current default is No. This is to ensure all nurse practitioners and registered nurse prescribers have had an opportunity to review the contact information and determine which contact information field they would like to have displayed on Search for a Nurse to best reach them. You will need to change this to Yes to have the system display your information. If you have multiple employers, choose Yes for the employer's information you want to display and No for other employers. Please note, you will have to fill at least one contact information field. The system will not allow you to submit the update of your profile until you have filled at least one field. You should only enter the information you want displayed in Search for a Nurse. For example, if you only want your email, then only complete the email field. If you want your phone, email, and fax to be displayed, then complete all fields. As mentioned before, the publication of employer contact information is a requirement under NSCN bylaws effective June 2nd, 2025. If you have concerns with NSCN publishing this information in Search for a Nurse, please reach out to an NSCN practice consultant. Our contact information will be provided at the end of the module. This information is specially for Nova Scotia Health employees. If you are an NSH employee, you will be asked to include the organization you work for. Please select the facility or site location from the list. For example, if the site or facility you work at is South Shore Regional Hospital, you will add South Shore Regional Hospital instead of NSH. It is important to know that each time you update your profile, you will need to complete the required fields marked by a red asterisk in the Present Employer Status section discussed before and the Communication Consent section before you click Submit. Once you have submitted your profile, you will get a notification to say your profile has been updated. This concludes our module. We hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions about the information in this module, you can reach out to an NSCN practice consultant by emailing practice@nscn.ca.